Hey, okay, we're apparently live on the Beef Fizz stream. I'm gonna see if I can copy the URLs over to Facebook. Um, If anyone's watching right now, I am just posting the stream links to Facebook. I'm running a little bit late. I had some issues figuring out how to start streaming on YouTube. I couldn't figure out how to do it directly from the YouTube site, so I had to end up running the stream from OBS and then connecting OBS to YouTube in order to do the stream that way. So it seems to be working, I think. But I haven't used OBS a lot, so it took me a second to get it kind of set up. I got one more place to post this to, right? Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, how about... YouTube is not receiving enough video to make smooth streaming. Okay. I don't know. Stream status is poor now. Is that because... I don't know, man. Anybody here? Just waiting to see if anyone's going to show up. I'm also going to test this stream, so there may be some weird feedback. Hope there's not weird feedback. Wait, that's not right, is it? That can't be right. How do I... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Stream settings. Stream URL. That can't be right, can it? Hello, hello, hello. Da, 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. Just going to kill some time for about 10 or 15 minutes now that the stream seems to be going okay again. We now have an excellent connection again. I had a not great one for a while, but now we apparently have a good one. My apologies, lighting is not fantastic. This is what I have to work with, so there it is. If you are watching, please say hello in the channel so I know you're here. Otherwise, I'm just hanging out in my home talking to myself, which is not unheard of for me. But, yeah. Hi. Here I am. I have Campbell's beef broth. It was on sale. I have Diet Ginger Ale. I have a couple of liquors. I have some whiskey that we can try out with the Beef Fizz, and we have some vodka to see which of those two works best in a Beef Fizz. I asked my daughter to join me in this experiment. She politely declined. I suppose I shouldn't have been surprised, given that she doesn't eat beef anymore, so probably not so inclined to drink beef either. But hey, I mean, maybe this is maybe there should be more carnivore-based drinks. Drinks for men or women, I guess, who like meat. Give me a glass of meat. Big old glass of meat, please. Trying to figure out the best way to pay attention to what's going on in my stream, because there's a bit of a delay going through OBS to YouTube, which is weird. Gonna drink a beef fizz. I'm gonna drink a beef fizz today. Gonna drink a beef fizz. Probably gonna regret it. Just someone's viewing. So if that's you, feel free to say hi in the chat. I'm hoping to get more than just one person watching this ridiculousness, but if you're all I get, that's fine too. And I can't do anything on this keyboard without this microphone picking it up in excruciating detail. Something that we learned during the first two episodes of our When Bad Things Happen to Good People podcast. So I think next time I'm going to have to use just the tablet portion of my Microsoft Surface and hopefully the touchscreen stuff will not be picked up quite so strongly by the microphone. So let's go over, as we wait for a few more people to show up, or anyone. Can't tell if that one person is a person or not because they don't say anything on the chat. Say something in the chat, please. Let's go over what is in a beef fizz, because I don't remember the exact instructions. I did decide to cut the recipe in half to a more manageable size. Oh, weird. Oh, I bet that's why. And in half is just about perfect, because that makes 3 or 4 servings. And I am planning for 3 servings. One to taste just as itself, one to taste with the whiskey, and one to taste with the vodka, and to see which best. Oh, there you are, Beef Fizz. I'm just going to pop open that recipe. Right. Well, so what we're going to be going with is we've got 1 can of condensed beef broth, which is right here. 1 cup of half a cup of chilled ginger ale. We've got a nice diet ginger ale here. And 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, which I appear to have forgotten. I have the tablespoon, but I have no lemon juice. I'll be right back. And lemon juice. So, because I don't have a juice jug, we will be mixing in this fine limited edition Mafia Wars Slurpee cup. These are very rare. And then we'll be mixing them over ice and then pouring into the 3 glasses that I have. And that leaves me with not a whole lot else to say until it's time to actually... Oh no, now we got bad video information again. God damn it, eh? I do think it's still, yeah. Oh no, now we got bad video information again. God damn it, eh? Well, it's 7:24. I think we'll wait until 7:30 before we do the actual deed. Maybe like an actual proper cooking show. I can have the we're going to have the thing sort of pre-portioned. Like pour a half cup of ginger ale into here in advance and be ready to go. spilled just a little bit. Man, half a cup of ginger ale is not very much at all, is it? Ugh. I spilled too. Oh, no one's watching right now, so I'm going to grab a napkin or paper towel or something. Hello, viewer. Feel free to say hi in the chat. I'm about 5 minutes away from doing the actual mixology. Yeah. I've got my half a cup of ginger ale already portioned out. Can of Campbell's beef broth, lemon juice. Got some whiskey and vodka to try mixing it with. I don't have a measurement for the whiskey and vodka. I'm just going to end up eyeballing it. Might as well pour that out right now, actually. So, again, these things can be kind of pre-portioned a little bit. Got a little finger of whiskey, finger of vodka kind of thing for the Beef Fizz that we will be mixing up inside of the Mafia Wars Slurpee cup. You guys remember Mafia Wars? This was 10 years ago. Facebook gaming. It was a good time. If anyone wants to suggest strange drink concoctions for future live streams, I'm always happy to consider. I like drinking strange things. Maybe that can be my new... That can be like primary content for my YouTube channel. The guy who drinks weird cocktails. Is that a thing on YouTube already? It probably is, eh? Hey, I see a second viewer. Man, we're filling up. Say hi on the chat if you want to. I encourage you to, so I don't feel so lonely here. I'm so lonely. 2 minutes to 7:30, and then we'll be mixing things up. Mixing up the old Beef Fizz. Tasting it out. Tasting it out. Testing it out. Tasting. Thanks everyone for coming. You can follow me on Twitter at loser, Lewzr. You're supposed to promote yourself during these live streams, right? I don't have SoundCloud. Actually, I do. There's only 2 things on it, though, and one is just sort of a weird ukulele noodle thing that I did. 7:29. Less than 1 minute to the great beef fizzening. Should have probably set this up with a camera on a tripod. And I could have done it in the kitchen on the counter, and then you would have been able to see all of my glasses and everything. So I'll know that for next time. Oh, where's that? A third person? Hey, everybody. People are showing up. 4 people now. All right, groovy. Party is really rolling. Well, I was going to start now, but now that we've certainly got an uptick in people, I might wait a couple more minutes and see if anyone else comes along. If you're here, feel free to say something in the chat room there. Oh, now we're down to 2 people. Man. Doesn't anybody want to watch a Beef Fizz? Got the 3 people again. All right. Doesn't seem like we're going to be getting a whole ton of people, so let's get this madness rolling, I guess. We're making a Beef Fizz. What is a Beef Fizz? I'd love to find the recipe book that this is from, because it seems like this is from one of those like 50s, 60s kind of recipe book where things were just kind of getting wild. There was a lot of stuff involving things floating in gelatin and obviously drinks with soup in them and all kinds of craziness. And I'm sure it has many more odd recipes that could be tried. I many years ago made a beverage that involved among other things, beer and Spam, and it was pretty monumentally awful. We're opening the beef broth right now. Pretty monumentally awful, and but I drank more of it than I probably should have, just because I felt guilty about the amount of beer, 2 cans of beer, that I had poured into this thing. Holy cow, that's beefy. Jesus. I guess I shouldn't be... Oh. Okay. It's beefy. And a lot of sodium. Oh my god. 284. So like half this can... This whole can is 66% of my day's intake of sodium. That's a good time. We're going to add in half a cup of ginger ale. Oops. Which I don't think is going to be near enough. And then a tablespoon of lemon juice. Here we go. Oops. Drizzle that in there. Stir, stir, stir. I don't want to stir it too much because I don't want to lose the fizziness of the ginger ale. We will plunk some ice into our cups. Yeah, I know the framing of this is terrible. I should have had this set up so that you'd be able to see the table that I'm working on. Should I ever do another dumb drink taste test, I will make sure that the table is set up better than it is now. All right, we're ready to pour. Oh, still smells very beefy. Drink number 1. Drink number 2. And lastly, we got to drink number 3 here. Just kind of eyeballed the amounts, but Looks like we got all three done pretty evenly. So here's our first. This is the straight Beef Fizz, nothing in it, but beef and fizz. I think I saw somebody post about how ginger beef is a thing, and so this might be okay. And it does sort of have that reminiscence to ginger beef. The ginger is really, really kind of faint, as you expect in most modern ginger ales. Did I say fake? I didn't mean fake. It was light. Like it's light ginger, light ginger. Not a really strong ginger taste. Having said that, I can't imagine anyone actually wanting to drink that. Maybe with different amounts, like half a can of beef broth with 1 cup of ginger ale. That might make it better. Now we'll see what little splash of whiskey does for it. The whiskey does a lot to kind of erase the beef flavor. I don't know if it's complimentary. It's not bad. It's not bad. I would say if I have to drink a Beef Fizz, I would rather do it with whiskey in it. And here we have the Beef Fizz with vodka. Also not bad. I don't think the vodka mixes with the Beef Fizz as well as the whiskey does. I think the whiskey is the preferred method. Yeah, that's my final vote on these. The Beef Fizz with whiskey is going to be the preferred way to consume this. Well, I mean, the preferred way to consume this, I think, is not at all. But if you have to drink one with whiskey. Maybe drink it with a little bit more. You know what? I'm going to try throwing a little bit more ginger ale in here because I think it would improve it. Let's just see what happens. I know you might argue that taking away the beef works against the idea of having a beef fizz. But then I would say that the beef fizz itself is an argument against the beef fizz. All right, let's try it with a little bit of ginger ale, a little bit more ginger ale. Nope, that was the wrong call. It is worse with more ginger ale in it, believe it or not. All right, folks, that's it for our live tasting of a Beef Fizz. If you're going to drink it with whiskey. Actually, no, if you're going to drink it, don't. But then if you find you have to drink it with whiskey. Probably as much as possible. Yeah. Thanks for coming.